In this video, we'll discuss the art of frame selection when choosing frames to use as input and ground truth images for CopyCat. Consider the case where we're working with a single shot. Say we're trying to mask out the person in this scene. If we provide only 2 frames as input to CopyCat, the model will only learn a small bit of context about this shot. It won't gain any real semantic understanding of the scene. This means it won't understand what a human looks like or what a car looks like. CopyCat will probably learn to mask white pixels that lie next to sandy coloured pixels. But if this man walks across the car, the model won't know to mask white pixels that lie next to red pixels. CopyCat can only learn from the images that it's seen. And what that means is that if some of the frames from your shot differ quite a bit from the input frames passed to CopyCat, the model won't know what to do with them. So for that reason, we have to make sure we're selecting input and ground truth frames that are representative of the variations in the shot, much like keyframing with Roto. First, make sure to capture variations of motion in the shot, whether that's camera motion or object motion. Second, capture variations of lighting or illumination across the shot. And third, changes in focus. So if the focus changes across the shot, it's recommended that both frames that are in focus and out of focus are selected as input. So say for instance, we were working on this shot and our goal was to remove the bruise from the subject's eye. Looking at the shot, we can see that the frames are quite consistent, except towards the end, where the subject moves their head and the lighting changes. So for this shot, we chose 2 input frames for CopyCat, one from the beginning of the sequence and one from the end of the sequence. This was enough frames to capture the variation in the sequence and remove that bruise from across the entire shot. More complex sequences, like this one, with the dancer moving against various backgrounds, will require more frames to capture the full range of motion and backdrops. In this case, we use 27 different frames across the sequence when training CopyCat to apply a stylization to this dancer. So in summary, the model can only learn from what it has seen in the input data, so we recommend you select frames that capture variations in the shot.